I feel, I think, sort of like it's saying to it before, Israel's always been central in my life. Came to Israel the first time when I was 13 years old with a youth group. We came to Israel, and it was like my dream come true. I wasn't meant to be there that year. I was meant to wait a couple of years, but I was so anxious to get to Israel and to see Israel. It's like it, it totally attached to it. Last week I was biking. I'm a mountain biker, and one of the things that I love about it is I'm in the middle of the history and the geography of this country that I adore, that I've left everything for to come here. And last Thursday night, Michael and I went to a concert on songs from the army and we're sitting there, and it was like, publics, joined, everybody singing together. And I'm sitting there, and it's tugging at my heart. And then I go the next day, and I'm riding my bike and talk in the middle of the Golan Heights, saying, I'm going on a teal today. I'm going on an outing, and I've got my backpack, and I've got my stick, and I've got my bike. It's like, and it's just like, you can just feel it. I cannot describe it as other than love. And obviously, it's not enough. It's not just nationalism. How did we come to it? We came to it through being Jewish. And part of that is, like the week before, I'd been biking in the area of Efrat. And there's a route there saying the father's route, which is the route that is from Beersheba to Jerusalem, that Avraham Avinu and our forefathers went along to get to Jerusalem. And it's like, oh my goodness, I don't believe I'm in this place. So that's the religion as well, that we're living the Tanakh, we're living the Bible, we're living in the biblical eras, and that just makes me feel complete rather than always pointing my finger and it's saying, oh, it's somewhere else, it's somewhere else. It's not. I'm here, I'm part of it. I don't have to think about all these things anymore. I'm just here. The two are very deeply entwined. I think there's so many stories in my family's history of being different from the rest of the world, being Jews, being discriminated against. It doesn't matter with England or whether it was in South Africa or whether it was in Germany or whether it was in Australia. When we're growing up in Australia, it was always you met somebody new, and the first question people used to ask, are they Jewish? It's like as if everyone's either a Jew or they're not a Jew. And then I wanted this to disappear, and going to Israel seemed like a great way of making it disappear. On top of everything else, it was the whole package. Obviously, my siblings, same education, same household, they didn't feel the same way. They're still in Australia, and they love being in Australia. They love Israel as well. I'd say all of the families connected to Israel, but it's different. Everyone's different.